Hello everybody, this is Kimchi Crypto. Today I'm going to talk about the 7 coins I bought the world. Let's dig in. Global crypto funds see $1.2 billion in net inflows extending 10-week streak amid geopolitical uncertainty. It's amazing that $1.24 billion was added to a net inflow streak in both Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. And this indicates that strong investor sentiment despite a geopolitical uncertainty. In short, institutions didn't care about war between Israel or Iran or Trump. Despite short-term volatility and risk of sentiment, long-term structural demand is growing stronger. Public entities like Texas in the United States and corporations like Metaplanet are solidifying Bitcoin's position as a strategic reserve, laying the ground for a rebound once uncertainty fades. And the analysts at a certain company mentioned Solana could outperform in a recovery. Ethereum has lost some institutional support in the short term, but may regain ground as volatility cools. So I bought for sure Bitcoin and other 6 other altcoins, including XRP, Doge, Algorand, Shiba Inu, On the Finance, and Aptos. Well, Metaplanet buys 1,111 Bitcoin, progressing toward new year-end target of 30,000 Bitcoin. It was, as far as I remember, it was like 21,000 Bitcoin or something, but they are doubling down on Bitcoin right now. Japan's Metaplanet said on Monday in Asia that it bought another 1,111 Bitcoin. The company recently hit 10,000 Bitcoin in total holdings, which was its initial year-end goal before it was revised to 30,000 Bitcoin. Not only these institutions buy Bitcoin, but also these types of billionaires. $5.1 billion real estate giant Grant Cardone. He bought 1,000 Bitcoin, plans to buy 3,000 more Bitcoin by the end of this year. Grant Cardone is a well-known billionaire. He is a best-selling book author, and he ran numerous types of businesses, but major focus was on real estate. He is called a real estate billionaire, and he runs his own fund. AUM of his fund amount is around $5.1 billion, and he has currently 14,000 plus apartments. He is, He has a lot of real estates and houses, and he, with the cash flow from his apartments, rents, he buys Bitcoin. That was how he thought, and what he is doing right now. He bought 1,000 Bitcoin, will add up 2,000, 3,000 more by the end of this year. It's a reminder there are only 3,000 billionaires on the globe, and there are only 2.5 million Bitcoin in central exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, just all around the world. Imagine. There should be the moment, not now, but it should be the moment where even billionaires cannot afford to buy 100 Bitcoin. Because of, not only just competitive billionaires around the world, but corporations like Metaplanet, Strategy, French version, Swedish version, and even countries, sovereign wealth funds, pension funds, family offices, etc., in less than 5 years. Simon Garibovich, he's the CEO of Metaplanet. He bought 1,111 Bitcoin. No zeros here. It's like playing with all this, with his in his social media platform. Meta Planet holds 100, even 11,000 plus Bitcoin as of now. They will double down on Bitcoin and buy additional a few 20,000 Bitcoin or more by the end of this year, and that sounds very convincing to me. And please note, it sounds like it's a Japanese company. Yes, it's true that that company, Metaplanet, is listed in Japanese stock exchange, but this is backed by global elites, not by. I think it's not just Japanese company. Just it's a Japanese version of the strategy, MicroStrategy in Japanese version, as you know. Hong Kong's financial secretary says upcoming stablecoin licensing offers competitive edge. Paul Chan, Hong Kong's financial secretary, said that the city's upcoming stablecoin licensing regime will make it one of the first jurisdictions to establish stablecoin-focused regulations. The speed of those regulatory decisions in Hong Kong is the fastest. And Chan's remarks aligned with a new policy announced last week by China's central bank, which acknowledged the global impact of stablecoins on cross-border payments. Please be reminded that even China is on the way. Without the mainland China's authorities' permission, Hong Kong cannot do anything. You should know this, because China cannot be overrun by United States. The end game of United States has been Bitcoin and dollar stablecoin, as you might guess. Another thing, the last but not least, the end game is, as you know, tokenization, RWA. To do this, however, we have some sort of problem which takes them more time. We must have our digital identities, DID. Who buys what? They need to know it. All these transactions must be done digitally, so we must have our digital ID. But both AI and RWA, CBDC, they all usher in a centralized, a bit dystopian future, though. Stablecoins, RWA, regulatory clarity, and upcoming altcoin index crypto ETFs. Please note that these are all related to altcoins, not Bitcoin. All these stablecoin bills and the clarity bills acts to pass in the U.S. Senate and House, maybe in several couple of months. Because here's the thing: without public blockchains, you can't use stablecoins for payments, for example, remittances, RWA, index ETF, top 10 ETF, AI ETF, DeFi ETF, staking, POS, crypto ETFs. You cannot just do it, which could be a tragedy to Wall Street giants. That said, BlackRock will push Mr. Trump, the Paul Atkins at SEC, all these regulators, to not only approve altcoin index ETFs, but build up the whole token economy, not for us, but for themselves. And I do hope that you bought the dip and a recent dip. Thank you for listening.